Like snort. Pando, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dumb. A gun that would die. Yeah, Easy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on the yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, you people came from Europe. That was 1947. Yo, Menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. You BK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bass and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. You ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, this is what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'll punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of what they did too. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I go with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dart. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snap they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service. Tools, take them to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Throw them boys, we taking note. Call them up like set the date. Bitch in a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UBK rules. I'm making this like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course, get it lit up like a torch. You even low, hold his lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know this nigga ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our court. I just got off the call, I'ma start another war. Spit a plate with my niggas, get your knife and your fart. They ain't locked in with the cow, then with the speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them to bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and outdone. You can't do with the steps. Them niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they pray that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole fart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, fart. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, told that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our car. And I just made it call. We gon' start another war, yeah. From Westworld. Let's get it. Don't be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make more. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Skimmer who? They ain't stopped making guns when they made jaws. Sick with it. Feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the beast loose, what they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Paid my dues, never left a wage, I just rage war. So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing. Dog, I plan to keep to lose your mind where I'm from. I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing time, wasting steady pace, and you off back, I'm on there. You pray to God, hoping he can save you. But the power about war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason. Got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest. They gon' judge me by my increase. And I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One Westworld, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains. So when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad. Been rapping since knee high. Now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire. When you hear it, you get baptized. One Westworld, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the glow. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies. Right in their face, let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we have, but we come from half knots. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug. I ain't give a fuck, burnt out I was from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drought.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Yo, this be actually really hard.
UBK shit, South Coast shit, man. Shout out Bar Dog, Tennessee, up the building. Hey, get the money, hey. What's going on out there, motherfucker? Hey. I get the money, nigga. Taste the paper, bitch. Keep all of your morals, never slave for shit. Ice up on my wrist. Yeah, I'm hood rich. I don't give a fuck about to get pop quick. Yeah, I'm on that shit. Yeah, I'm in the town. Niggas talking about that G, but now they come around. Can they come around? Yeah, I'm up, nigga. Man, fuck all of these hoes, get the bucks, bitch. I'm a young rich nigga, I ain't tryna flex. You can tell I'm cold by the ice around my neck. Straight up, BBS, I charge you, boy, you wanna test. I don't get no shot about a nigga or a bitch. Boy, I love the life I live, cause a nigga keep it real. Nigga freshly hell, take that drip, but get your spill. I ain't little flip, getting pimped up by the hills. I'm a straight G-Do, getting paper like a miso. That's that South Coast stain if you're tryna hang. You be catered by the bang, boy, we rep the same. Nigga try to talk, but we rep that murder game. Get your ass pop, ain't nothing to a G. All up, bitches wanna fuck, but hell no, I don't pay no fee. Bitches lead too G, got that ice, I make you sneeze. All these niggas lame as hell, can't even come around me. Bitches South Coast, South Carolina, bitch, I'm styling, yeah.
Really no demons get control of me. No money get the best of me. No bitches getting up over me. Don't want much nigga, I'm sucker free. That's the way it gotta be. These niggas chain, these bitches chain, y'all chain is soap me. For real, this brotherhood a weapon. And bitch, we carry weapons. Like a rob on nigga ass won't even need a weapon. And y'all be protected. And y'all be very respected. And if you got a problem, then y'all better address it. You cross that line, we ain't show no mercy. Cross that line, you ain't gon' need sex. You pull up and they getting up, she making no move, you ain't got no purse. I'm UBK, so I ain't never worried. I'm putting them both on my hands dirty. For real, I learned from the OGs. I'm a young nigga, but I'm a certified priest. And I'm from Tennessee. In this mandatory that I gotta keep my heat. You should play it safe, and we gon' play with peace. For real.
They killed, give me understand 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So now you said that they put millions of my houses. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse It's in my blood slim, it won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms, watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5, I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Was designed fast for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback.
One Westboro.
Right.
All right, clap it up. This is Isupk. Started out in 1 West, Harlem, New York, 125th Street. We in the shot good, out of war. And we centered. We need to slide over. Okay. Come. Yahya Bashimi Ashabra Qatar, while Yahweh Shamal Athar Bashimi Awashai. This is Officer Abraham of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, Harlem, New York, 125th Street, under command of General Yohana. This is the Thursday night scripture breakdown class. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any concerns? Anything that has concerned you over your lifespan, over time, and you've been in church all your life, right? And you have not gotten the answer for what questions you have. This is the time to type in those questions. This is the time to ask those questions. This is the time for you to get the answer that the Christian church has never given you. This is the time for even people who thought they are, biblical scholars and they know the Bible and they professing and being professionals at knowing these scriptures, out of war. This is the time for you to type in your questions. This is the time for you to get the answers that you've been, seeking for so long. This is the time for you to get the answers to the questions that you brought to your pastor, and he said, "Don't worry about that." Or the time you brought this question to your pastor, he said, "Take it to the altar and leave it there." You know what I'm saying? This is the time for you to get the answers to those questions, man. And don't be afraid. You understand? Your teacher asks you, your teacher tell you in school, the only dumb question is a question never asked. You know what I'm saying? There are no dumb questions. You know what I'm saying? This Bible is such a mystery to these other nations, except for to the prophets in the Isupk, that there is no dumb question. There is no question that is not heavy when it comes to this book, because no one understands this book. You understand? No one understands this book but the men of the Isupk. We've been taught since 1969 that this is the home of the truth, and we're the only ones that, you understand, under commanding General Yohana and the men that's been passing down this truth since 1969, and the men that's under commanding General Yohana are the ones that certified to teach this truth, man. We the ones that's qualified, that's been properly trained, so to speak. at the disclaimer at all our videos is at the front is don't try this at home. These are trained professionals, man. You understand? And we train professionals. You see what happened to the purple people? Got you know what I'm saying? Got they rear end handed to them by a bunch of Christian women, man, with high heels on. Like imagine a woman beat your rear end out of war and take off her shoes first. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen a woman take off her shoes like she gonna really do some damage? That's what happened to the purple people. That's to show you they ain't qualified. Go ahead.
It's like they not the only ones either.
Other groups that got GMS with dude just punched him square in the face, lean him on the street corner. You understand? Lean him on the street corner. Hey, that's surefire way to tell you you're not qualified for this, man. You need to go back and learn the proper way. You understand? It's just like getting hurt at work. You get hurt at work, they'll say, well, now look, you did not practice the proper safety protocols. Now, before you come back to work, you need to go through this training, the safety training again, get retrained. You know what I'm saying? That's these other fake groups out here. They need to go get retrained. They need to come home, first of all, admit you was wrong, admit you were disgusting, unloyal bastard. First, you got to admit the problem. You know what I'm saying? A drug addict got to first admit that they're a drug addict. You understand? Before they can help themselves. And these other groups got to first admit that I was disloyal. I went and tried to take a shortcut to the truth, which there are no shortcuts. Wow. You understand? I went and did something that was unbrotherly by going and trying to join another group when Commander General Yohana been given the order for everybody to come together, all camps to come together. You understand? And I went and did something foolish, and I ended up, in purple, dressed in purple. All you know what I'm saying, getting my tail whooped in front of a Christian church. And I ended up in a sweat rag like GMS and got my face caved in. You understand? And then after you admit that, come in, put on all black, lace your boots up, put on all black boots, pants, shirt, and headband or scarf, and come in here the right way, man. You understand? And then after you properly train, you'll understand what it means to be a real priest and prophet of the Lord that don't get they rear end handed to them on the street, or don't have to cower down in front of some Christian women. You understand? Get Zephaniah, brother, first.
Comes the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired.
Gather together, O nation not desired. And it's not only giving you the order to gather together with Commander General Yohana giving us the order to gather together. He's only following the order of the scriptures, man. The scriptures said gather together. You can't be gathered together in 80 different groups. You can't be gathered together if you're not under the same banner. That's not together. These unity camps, they not together, man. There's different groups of people that's in one place, and they don't even agree about the scriptures themselves, man. That's not unity. That's not bringing forth no unity, man. We have to learn. We have to learn to follow these orders that's left by the prophets and what is it? Influenced by the Most High. Like these prophets were given these words by the Most High, and they wrote them down for us to learn. And one of the things that we need to learn is to stick together, man. Stay together. You understand? Because we're the nation that's not desired. You understand? We can't together move blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians back into where they need to be as far as a nation until we become one as a nation, man. You know what I'm saying? We become one under the same under the truth of this Bible. No, you can't rape little girls. You know what I'm saying? No, purple is not, is not a commandment that you wear purple. You know what I'm saying? Purple is no theme in the Bible that says purple is the attire of a priest. You understand? Nowhere it says that. Nowhere it says that you can go teach Africans. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach this other nations this truth. You understand? Go to Psalms 149, 147. Psalms 147, man. You can't go teach this truth to Africans. You can't do it. That's against the scriptures, man. You understand? You put on purple and you ride over there to Ghana and want to teach the people of Ghana, you know what I'm saying, the truth. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to work out for you, man. You can see what's going on with it. The Lord ain't pleased with it. Come on, read.
If I could add also too, Joy Morgan, the sister, lost her life because they married the sister to an Hamite African.
Exactly right. Exactly, and that's why I'm going into a chaotic war. Where's that comment right there?
Comment two comes from brother Raymond, says super tight and heavy, and from sister Marva Crawford, she says greeting.
Okay. Shalom, sis. Shalom. If y'all in the Charlotte area, want y'all come out to the school in person, man, so we can share this truth with you in person at 1539 North Ridge Avenue in Kannapolis, man. You know what I'm saying? The water for joining us online. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rock it out. Go ahead and read.
From the book of Psalm, chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
He showeth his word to Jacob, man. Who is Jacob? Jacob is our forefather. Jacob was the brother that wrestled with the angel. And after being wrestled with the angel, his name was changed to Israel. You understand? Israel, Jacob, he had 12 sons. Those 12 sons became the 12 tribes of Israel. So he only showeth his word to the lineage of Jacob. You know what I'm saying? And to his descendants. You understand? We are from the descendants of Jacob, man. Through the tribe of Judah. You understand? Me and K out of war. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you're from the islands, Trinidad and Tobago, you're of the lineage of Jacob through the tribe of Benjamin. You understand? If you're down in Mexico and you're Taino Indian, you understand? On down through is it Mexico, and I think it may be just Mexico. So if you're a descendant of Jacob through being a Mexican, because you was conquered by the Spaniards and called Mexican, you're a descendant of the tribe. You're a descendant of Jacob through the tribe of Issachar. You understand? If you're a Blackfoot, Cherokee, Apache, you understand? Choctaw, Wampanoag, let's see, Seminole. Well, not the Seminole Indians, but if you're what's another one of those prominent names? Lumbee. If you're a Native American Indian, then you're a descendant of Jacob through the tribe of Gad. And Seminole Indians are the the descendants of Jacob through the tribe of Reuben. So we have a lineage, man. We have a lineage, and the Lord only showed his word to us, to the descendants of Jacob. Go ahead.
Verse 20. He have not dealt so.
He have what?
Have not dealt so.
He didn't deal so. Go ahead.
With any nation.
With any other nation, man. He didn't deal so. He showed this word to Jacob. Jacob had his descendants. He ain't deal so with any other nation. You understand? Go to Apocrypha. Go to 2nd Ezra 6 and 54. He showed the secret of these scriptures to his chosen people, man. He didn't do so with every nation. So you shouldn't be putting on purple, going across overseas and trying to teach the people of Ghana and the people of the Congo this truth, man. It's not for them. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord over all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So now, we all come from Adam. Everybody knows that you know, meaning we all come from Adam because after Adam is a forefather, Noah's forefather. You understand? I think Noah's grandfather. And everybody know that there was a great flood that decimated all the people off the planet. And through Noah and 8 people that survived with Noah and his 3 sons and their wives, the earth was replenished. You understand? So that's why we all come from Adam, because the earth was destroyed. Noah, who was a direct descendant of Adam, replenished the earth. So we all come from Adam. Even the people who the Lord chose, which the Lord didn't choose the lineage of Ham to be his chosen people. He didn't choose the lineage of Japheth to be his chosen people. He chose the lineage of Shem. You understand? On down, Jacob, Shem was one of Jacob's forefathers. You understand? So when Jacob's name was changed to Israel, Jacob could trace his lineage all the way back to Shem and back to Noah, and that's how the earth was replenished, man. You understand? And he said that we all come from Adam. Ezra's knew, the prophet Ezra's knew we all came from Adam. Even the people that the Lord chose originally came, inadvertently, indirectly come from Adam. That's what he's saying. Go ahead.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee.
Ezra said, all this you know, Lord. All this I've spoken this while you was here. I taught this to my children. I taught this to the ones that come after me. I spoke this before you in front of, while you was listening. You've heard me say this. So there's nothing I'm saying that's wrong. Go ahead.
Oh, Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Because thou, the Most High, Yahweh in the Hebrew, made the earth for our sakes. For his chosen people's sakes. You understand? That's why the earth was created. It's for the Lord's chosen people. Now, the Lord chose to put other people on the planet too, which is smart and ways beyond our ways, N.W.O. But yet and still, this was our world to rule. This was our place to have rulership. Go ahead.
Verse 56. As for the other people.
As for the other people, the other nations. Now, dealing with the other nations, Ezra's going to let us know that what?
Which also come of Adam.
Which also come of Adam. Why? Because Ham is a direct descendant of Adam. Japheth was a direct descendant of Adam. Now, what nations come from Ham? The whole, all African nations come from Ham. How do I know? How do I know, N.W.O? How do I know? Pull it. Hey, man, we scholars here back here, man. We scholars back here. We can tell you, again, ask your questions. Ask your questions, man. I implore you to ask your questions if you want a biblical answer. Ham became the forefather of all those African nations over there. We want a Wakanda forever, and we want to take pride in that so-called Woman King movie. We think we African, man. I tell you what, this is what baffles me, N.W.O, is that every black person want to claim Africa, but when you tell them to go put a plate in their lip and a bone in their nose and go let a cow piss on their head and you rub the feces all over your face, they don't want to claim that. That's just one tribe in Africa that does that. Nah, man, that's the actions about 5 or 6 different, about 10, 11 tribes that do that. Most of those ancient tribes in Africa do that, man. You got the ones that's trying to come up and modernize themselves, but for the most part, and N.W.O gonna show you, for the most part, them Africans still herders. They still the ones still live in the bush, and the ones that come to the city, they have to clean the feces off their face before they come into the city, man. And they have to do that. But if you notice any Africans you see with blonde hair, with hairs, if it's been dyed and highlighted, it's because the piss from the cows has some kind of chemical in it that dyes their hair yellow, man. It dyes their hair yellow, and you want to be associated. You don't want to be associated with that. No. You want to be associated with, what the picture of Africa that we've been painted here, which is coming to America. What the dancing and all that, you know what I'm saying? They were, Dave Chappelle or some famous person. Yeah, they got cities. Yeah, they got streets. Yeah, they got electricity. And you understand? But it ain't like here. It's not like America. You understand? Like in some places over the world, the electricity go off at a certain hour. You know that, N.W.O. The electricity go off at a certain hour. So now with Africa, it's just like any other slum nation. We were the ones that brought those Africans the idea of being clean. Even today, Salakia, all kind of people will tell you about the experience that they have in an African taxi. Go up north and talk to some brothers and sisters up north that get in some of those African taxis. They'll tell you that they have to roll down the window because it be so funky in there. So now you can have the dancing and the looking prestigious, but it's funky up under there. The average African is don't believe in deodorant. He believes in his natural smell should fumigate the earth or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So while you up there thinking you Wakanda forever, up under that Black Panther suit, he was funky, man. Go ahead.
And Salaka, this is part of the cause right here.
Right.
Letting animals urinate on you. that would do something to your hygiene.
No sweat. We're gonna read the reason why a black person here in America should never claim being a descendant of Africans. Go ahead, read that definition, man.
This is the definition of ham out of the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Ham.
This is the definition of ham. Ham, Salakia, was it's going to explain who Ham was and give you some more information about Ham. This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. You understand? Go ahead.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood.
He was born probably about 96 years before the flood. Meaning when the flood happened, Ham was 96 years old. Man, Noah must have been 200. Like, man, that's a life. That's a life. You coming to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, that's what we're trying to bring back to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. A lifespan of hundreds of years, man, where you just stay healthy for so long, K out of war, man, you just healthy. Your lifespan, the lifespan increases because now you're not on the bottom no more. Now you on the top, and you the Lord's chosen people, and it's your kingdom, and you get all your gifts get to flourish. All your accolades and all your you don't have to worry. You don't have to stress yourself of worrying about what food you're gonna eat, what food where your food gonna come from that night. Your parents don't have to worry about how they gonna pay for school. You know what I'm saying? So the Bible says when the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. When the righteous are in rulership, the people rejoice. I'm paraphrasing. So now, keep going.
The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro.
He became the progenitor of the dark races. But what?
Not the Negro.
He became the progenitor, meaning the forefather of the dark races, but not the Negro here in America. I'm reading this out of a book, man. This ain't Abraham. Abraham didn't write this. This is Zondervan, a scholar that wrote this. That went and did the research, went and did the studying, went and found the information. This is an accredited dictionary, man. That said that Ham was the forefather of all the dark races, but not the Negroes. Meaning, Ham did forefather, his lineage did, father some dark races, but not the dark race that's considered the Negro here in America, man. Who did Ham forefather?
But the Egyptians.
The Egyptians, which is a country in Africa. Egypt is a country in Africa. Ham is their forefather. Go ahead. Ethiopia is way on the other side of Africa. On the west coast, on the east coast of Africa. You understand? That's another country in Africa. Ham was their forefather. Go ahead. Libya is another country in Africa. You understand? Libya is where Muammar Gaddafi ruled, and they did all kind of atrocities to that man. You understand? That's another African country in Africa. Ham was their forefather. Go ahead.
And Canaanites.
The Canaanites today would be so-called South Africa. You understand? You done name Ethiopia, they named the northern part of Africa, and all that from the middle of the Congo all the way down. That was Canaan. That was the land of Canaan. In biblical times, the land of Canaan was large. It was the land that flowed with milk and honey. Who the Israelites coming out of Egypt they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. They came into the land of Canaan and they took Canaan over, and that became the promised land. You understand? So Israelites were in Canaan for a while. So that place there, South Africa, you understand, is the place where the South Africans and it's the ancient Canaan, which is still countries in Africa, which Ham is their forefathers, man. We as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have to stop believing what society and what the so-called Caucasian is telling us about ourselves. And the only way we're going to learn the truth about ourselves is to come into the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge under commanding General Yohana. And every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian is invited to our Passover, man. The Passover is going to be here in North Carolina, 2023, the 54th, right? Lord's annual Passover. If you got some fake group talking about they gonna kill a lamb and go kill a lamb and have Passover at their house, then you're sinning, because the Lord didn't say you gotta have Passover in your house. You have to go make a pilgrimage to have the Passover. You have to go to where you're commanded to come to have the Passover, man. And that's Raleigh, North Carolina. The Raleigh Convention Center is where the Lord's annual Passover will be held. If it's not of the ISUPK, it's not of the Lord. You understand? The Purple People Passover is not of God. You understand? AOC, GOC, FOP, PIA, AIC, all of them, all these acronyms out here came out of war. It's not of the Lord when they have they high holy days and Passovers, man. Everybody's supposed to be adhering to the ISUPK when that calendar come out of our high holy days, man. These fringes around the t-shirts got their head twisted, came out of war. You understand? Which we don't put fringes around our t-shirts, man. You understand? And that's the lineage of Ham. That's the lineage of Ham, which we are not a part of. Right. You understand? So now we're going to go back to 2nd Ezra, and we're going to finish that. We're going to see what the Lord says about these other nations, including the Hamites, man. Including those descendants that come from Ham. Go ahead.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam.
Which also come from Adam. You understand? Ham was Noah's son. Japheth was Noah's son. They both were direct descendants of Adam. Go ahead.
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
They something came out of war.
That they are nothing.
They deserve, their respect.
That they are nothing.
No, we should try to be like them.
They are nothing.
Man, they are nothing, man. Why in the hell can you read K out of war in this Bible that these other nations are nothing, and then you come to people that try to change this word and make these other nations be something to the Most High? You people that's trying to make these other nations be something, you're going to have to answer to the Most High, man. Because the Most High, through Ezra, said that what?
That they are nothing.
Go ahead.
But be like unto spittle.
But be unto spittle. Spittle you get out of your mouth. You understand? Spit. They be like, these other nations be like unto spittle. And who won't spit? You don't even want spit in your own mouth. You understand? Let alone try to who does that? That's nasty. Go ahead. Be like unto spittle. Go ahead.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
The Lord liketh the abundance of these other nations to be like unto a drop that falleth from a vessel, man. You got a vessel, it's full of water. You finna use it for whatever you even you go to the sink. You fill your cup up with water, and water spew off the side and drop down. You try to go look for that water. Oh, where the drop go? Nah, you don't. That's what the Lord's saying.
Right.
They're like a drop that falling from a vessel. Go ahead.
Verse 57. And now, O Yahweh, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Now, Ezra saying, now, Lord, look at this. These heathens that you told me, I've been teaching that they are nothing. Go ahead.
Which have which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
They begun to be lords over us, man. Ain't that something? These other, check that out. Check that out. These nations, including the Hamites, including the Caucasians, where you said they are nothing, Lord, now they rule over us, man. So how prestigious is the Most High's chosen people, man? That's why it's so. I'm coming to you, K out of war. Oh, okay. Oh, got you. That's why it's so important that society keep under wraps who the real Jews are. That's why it's heavily important that they do it. It's because the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the real Jews of the Bible, are the real Jews of antiquity, and we can't know it. We go to work every day for the so-called white man. And we think, you know what I'm saying? You remember the movie The Help? You are loved and you are special. When really they are nothing. The Most High said they are nothing. They've been forever reputed as nothing. They started to rule over the Most High's people. You understand? And that's why the Bible says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. You understand? And you're never going to do anything. You're never going to do enough for the oppressor to desire you in this place. Look what you've already done, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Look at what you've already done. You built the streets. You built all these, fantabulous buildings in these great cities like New York and Charlotte. That's where we're at now. We're on the outskirts of Charlotte in a little small city called Kannapolis. But even in Kannapolis, you make Kannapolis run, man. You make Charlotte run, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man. Look at the big Coliseum over there where they bounce that ball and dunk it. You know what I'm saying? We give them their swag. We give them they flavor. We gave them their streets. We gave them their stoplights. We made their infrastructure. You understand? We gave them their cell phones. We gave them their computers too. You think we didn't give this world the computer, and IBM and Apple just take the credit for it? No, that was us. That was us. We did that. We advanced information in making the fiber optic cable, where the fiber optic cable make it possible for you to have a smartphone. You remember phones was analog and it was green and the dot matrix on the phone? Well, because of fiber optic cable, now you have a smartphone that brings you color pictures. That brings you color pictures and looks like a TV. That's because of the fiber optic cable. You understand? The cell phone, that thing that you used to carry around in the bag like a brick, that's made by a black man. You understand? It was enhanced by all these companies out here. Then you had the fiber optic cable made by a woman that graduated from Michigan University, and she don't get the credit for it. You understand? That's why you got digital cable. That's why your boxes on your cable made a jump. Now you can record and you can digitally do things. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the fiber optic cable. We made it possible for the so-called Caucasian man to go to the moon with our human calculators. You seen what was it with the movie with Taraji P. Henson in it that made it possible for the white man to walk on the moon? We gave him the moon. We gave Caucasian society the moon. You understand? And they still, Caucasian society should see a black person and drop to their knees. Drop to their knees because we gave them everything in this society. We gave them the refrigerator. We gave them the refrigerator so they can stop, so their food can stop going bad. We gave the light bulb. Light was invented by a black man. Thomas Edison just took it and patented the filament, and so now we give Thomas Edison the credit for the light bulb. But it was a black man. Go ahead.
So like, just came to mind with Thomas Edison gets the credit for the telephone, but a brother took him to court and won and sued Thomas Edison for taking his idea. Because of course, Blanco was the devil.
Right, yeah, damn, Diablo Blanco es Diablo in la Biblia. You know what I'm saying? That's why. You know what I'm saying? Like we have given this society so much, and they still treat us like dogs. Like we should be able to be able to pull out the gun, out of the war, and they go, "Hold on, brother, please." That like we would have to shoot 5 white people for them to go, okay, we got to put them down. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? Like when Taekwon go missing, they should be plastered all over the news. Like Taekwon is missing. White people all over America should drop to their knees like, no, not Taekwon. Yeah, man. But yet and still, we the ones that's not desired. Right. That's why I can sit here and say that Barakatah Yahweh Shai for Commanding General Yahana, man, and the Isupk, man, waking us up, letting us know that this is a place that's not our risk. Right. You understand? Let's drop that. Go to Micah. I think it's Micah 2 and 10. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. You understand?
This is the book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Man, arise ye. It's time for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to arise. This is not our rest, man. So many people think that America is a place that you pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and retire and have a good life and you know what I'm saying, make babies and have, you know what I'm saying. This is not your rest, man. This is not what the Lord had planned for his chosen people, man. To just barely be skirt telling by, man. They have to put your head down and barely make it through. Keep going.
Because it is polluted.
Because what?
It is polluted.
This place is polluted. How is this place polluted? Because this place promotes every bit of lust and nasty degradation you can possibly imagine. You understand? They call Las Vegas Sin City. Like, well, how disgusting is that? Where a place where you can go and you can commit all kind of sin, and then they tell you what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Are you kidding me? Now that AIDS don't stay in Vegas, do it? You understand? Them herpes don't stay in Vegas. All them sexually transmitted diseases that everybody fly to Vegas every year and go to every burlesque show they can possibly go to. I mean, the only place I've been to where you go to a club, it's women dancing on the bar. It's women dancing in lingerie on the bar. On the bar, K.O. saying, look, hey, I'm getting a good workout or warm up for you tonight. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you, for the price, you can take me home with you tonight. Look at me. On the bar, Las Vegas, Sin City. You understand? Where you can order prostitution at your door. It's people passing out on the strip. It's people passing out little cards, and when you flip it over, you say you look at a number, and it say tonight's escort may be Jessica, Lily, or Diamond. Call this number. You know what I'm saying? Have a little picture of her. We walked into our first hotel room, and there was a clear sticker, like it was manufactured, a clear sticker of a red kiss lips, and it said, "For a good time, call this number." And the hotels allow those prostitutes or whoever promoting them to come in and stick it right on the mirror of the bathroom. So straight up, when you go put water on your face, you're like, "Woo, that was a long flight." Soon as you look up, you're like, "Oh, for a good time, call Jessica." Huh? So you won't even have, you was right there at your disposal. This place is polluted. There's an association came out of war called the Gay Boy Lovers Association of America, where they advocate that the consensual sex age to have sex with young boys should be low, should be really low, like 11. This place is polluted, man. This place promotes homosexuality. This place promotes every drug that you can Molly, Percocet, Molly, they put it in their songs, man. Like how do you put getting high in your songs and then turn around and say, "Tis, tis, tis, he getting high"? How can you ever stop your kids from getting high when the famous rapper that they look up to gets high? K out of war. He Molly Percocet. You understand? They make them rich to sing the song Molly Percocet. And then we want to know why our kids strung out on drugs. It's because the drug dealer, Molly Percocet, he rich. This place is polluted, man.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know if you all seen that the president, United States president, just signed they call it a monumental bill that protects gay rights. With
really,
with
protects gays from what?
So the bill, I forget what it's called, but basically every state didn't respect same-sex marriages. So now he signed a bill where every state it now has to honor a same-sex marriage. You know?
And man, look here. We always in the UPK. And this is not just UPK. This is all over the world. We don't give a damn what you do, man. If you want to be gay, go be gay. Who gives a damn? But why you gotta force me to accept your way of life? You understand? Like, and that's what we, in the school they say all the time, like a heterosexual couple don't come out to gay people and go, "Accept me, we heterosexual, so we gonna kiss in front of you and hold hands and show PDA in front of you because you don't accept heterosexual marriage." Like, we don't do that. Who does that? Go ahead.
It's a lot too. Like, I heard about the stuff being in the children's cartoons. I never seen it. Then I seen it. I said, "Damn,
yeah,
they blatant with it.
Force
it on the children."
Right? Got Bugs Bunny kissing Elmer Fudd and everything, man. And Bugs Bunny always kiss Elmer Fudd in the mouth. Like, we so oblivious to all the gay things that's happened around us. There always been an open shower in the men's locker room after football practice. The shower's always been open. The shower's always been on the wall. You always had to take a shower after PE, showing your body to the next nigga that's standing next to you. It ain't like that in the girls' bathroom, though. Don't ask me how I know. Salakia. He ain't like that in the girls' bathroom. They get petitions. They get privacy. But you go in the men's locker room and it's just spigots all up against the wall. Where if I want to take a shower, I gotta, look at the man that's naked next to me. It's like that in the prisons.
Yeah.
You understand? Is that them men that after we speak and blaze on Charlotte Saturday in front of the basketball coliseum, down below in where the locker rooms at, after they finish dunking on one another, they got to go look at each other's genitals while they washing up and trying to get clean because they've been playing this 45-minute basketball game, doing all this sweating. And now they just don't want to walk out and be offensive to the person that's giving them the interview, and they can't do it. Why? Because they got to look at the power forward next to him. You know what I'm saying? And look at him naked. Go ahead.
And Salaka, that go back to the Romans. That was Roman practice.
Exactly.
The gladiators and the wrestling, and they all just straight gay stuff.
Straight gay stuff. Yeah. Have the gladiators wrestling a lion naked. Yeah. You understand? You can get him and be in entertainment and look at football. They straight and they exploit it. They got the women in the lingerie league. The women want to play football, but they got to play football in panties and lingerie. Then they take the men, put them in tights, put them on the football field, and let them, wrestle with it. And that wrestling is gay within itself, man. Like, you ever seen the places where they put their hands when you look at that Greco-Roman wrestling, they wrestling for high school, they put their hands in places where you like, well, look here, bro. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Right what you do. This for you to throw me correctly, it don't take all that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. This place been promoting homosexuality, man. Been promoting that. So Salaki, keep going.
Go comes the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted.
Mm-hmm.
It shall destroy you.
It what?
It shall destroy you.
Man, how many people been destroyed by this place, man? Right. Eric Garner, Tamir Rice, right. You understand? Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin, Walter Scott. You understand? There was another Scott in Charlotte. There's been a lot of deaths in Charlotte by cops that don't make the news. That girl Shanquilla that went to Mexico from Winston-Salem, man. This place will destroy you, man. And my heart goes out to all these families, but really, to be honest with you, I pray every day the destruction of this place, man, because these are the Lord's people. These are princes and princes of the power, man. Like, how can you get away with the destruction of the Lord's people? How long will the Lord allow this to happen? And that's why we in the Isupk implore you to come into the school, because the faster this nation comes together, the faster Christ comes back, man. And I want to see his vesture dipped in blood, man. Go to Revelations 18:4. I want to see the justice that this place got coming to it, man. They say, well, Abraham, you got a good job. You got a good job. You make good money. Look at that nice old truck you got. Damn that stuff, man. I'm still a slave. I'm still one check from broke from the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can work. This place will have you working every day, toiling and working every day. And still, if you miss one check, they come into chaotic war. It was a mishap. Happened. The person that write checks had a heart attack. So it's gonna be another 2 weeks for your check to come. What would you do? What kind of tobacco would you be in, Cat of War?
Well, Salaki, now I'll be fine, right? Before I'll be jacked up.
You know what? Thank God. Thank the Most High for that fine. Yeah, it's something to clap on. Cause I tell you what, if I put in if I'm supposed to get a paycheck, if I don't get it that Friday, I don't even know. I don't even know what happened.
So
Go ahead.
I say I'll be fine because of the brothers inside the school.
Oh, that's why you're kind. Oh, I thought kind. Oh, okay.
We got each other's back.
Yeah, we got each other's back. Damn right, Salakia.
No brotherhood.
Salakia, damn right. Yeah, I can make a call. I can make a call, and brothers will come to the rescue, Salakia. But yeah, nah, we you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't without the UPK, I couldn't be like, yeah, I miss a check. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, something gotta happen. I have to go rob a bank or something. Somebody gotta get stuck up. Somebody gotta come off that bag. So it's good, and that's what this society consists of. Is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians being so oppressed that we have to turn to crime, and we have to turn to these different things, these being a criminal, and they make it seem like it's so easy. The road to crime is so easy for us because that's what this society wants from us. And it knows the so-called oppressor has done so many studies and studied so much on what makes this nation tick that it forces us into poverty, forces you into being without. So your only option is to commit crime. And yes, a small percentage of us turn to crime, but that's what makes America run, man. That small percentage of us that's getting 25 years of life, 10, 15 years of life. It may be a small percent of our population, but at the same time, it's responsible for all the uniforms of the police departments, all your uniforms of the all 5 branches of the military, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and the Space Force. It's responsible for all your license plates. It's responsible for damn near half of the phone customer service business. Like, it's responsible for a lot. Canned vegetables. What else? Road construction. Road cleanup. Highway cleanup. Come on, man. And then they turn around and say, well, you got a choice. You got a choice. When your baby home crying because it's starving, and you as a father are listening to the mouth of the baby's mother going, I need money for this. I need money for that. He ain't got no food. We ain't got this and we ain't got that.
It's a lock. You end up on a chain gang for that, for not paying your child support.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on child support. Don't get me started on child support, man. When these sisters out here know that child support, like it's a scam. And then the first thing they say is, what you want me to let him do nothing while he got this baby over here? Well, I tell you what, stop being a holding. But nobody wants to blame themselves. And this America is wicked in the fact that they don't allow you to correct your woman. Now, he can correct your woman all day long. He can throw your woman in jail. He can rape your women. What is it? Sexually harass your women all day. You understand? When this place here won't even allow a black man to correct his woman. Won't even allow him to say, nah, you ain't going out of that with that on. Go change. You know what I'm saying? Then put out the lie that a man matures slower than a woman does. If a man matures slower than a woman does, why do a man get kicked out of the house faster than a woman do? If he ain't mature, if he's not mature to handle life, why at 18 you got parents going, either you gonna go to work or you gonna go to school or you gonna get out of here? That's what my mama told me. I turned 18 and you gonna go to work, you gonna go to school, but you gotta get out of here. You understand? Meanwhile, the daughters, oh, you don't want to, it's okay, baby. It's all right. It's all right. You go ahead and take your time. Take your time and figure out what you're going to do in life. It's a baby girl right there. That's the princess. She deserves all the love. And if you don't tell your daughters you love them, shame on you. Shame. Meanwhile, N.W.O was what, a grown man at 16?
It's like 12.
What?
12 going on 20.
12 going on 20, right. Yeah, damn right. Because when I was 17, my mom was getting ready. She was rubbing her hands together like, what you gonna do now? What you gonna do? You gotta make a decision. You a grown man now. You know how many times an 18-year-old hear that? Oh, you a man now, bro. You ain't no baby no more. But then you come out here and they say a woman mature faster than and we believe it too. We believe it. Yes, man. You know, she's so smart. She's so smart, man. Meanwhile, she went to the Usher concert, and as soon as he came, she threw her panties on the stage. Dummy. You understand? As soon as Lil Weezy come out, and say, who gonna fuck with us in the back? Man, get out of here. Don't give me that damn lie talking about women mature faster than men, and they fall for the first nigga that can sing. Get out of here, man. Go to what Revelations, right?
Come across the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Do what?
Come out of her, my people. That ye be not partakers of her sins.
You understand? You don't want to be a partaker of America's sins, man, because America has a lot to pay for. You understand? You want to come into this school and learn what sin is. The Christian church is not teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians what sin is, and that's why we still, are suffering the wrath of the Most High, is because we don't know what to do that's right. We don't know the wrong that we doing, you know what I'm saying, every day. And these scriptures are saying, come out of America, come out of her. So you don't partake in none of her sins, man. You understand? You don't want to do something here in this life that is a sin against the power, your power, and then you not know it. That's a bad way to be when you sinning against the Lord because, well, my parents been celebrating Thanksgiving for 20 years. You celebrate Thanksgiving like, oh, well, we thanking God for bringing us another year. Nah, man, ain't what Thanksgiving about. Thanksgiving is about a bunch of killing. Oh, really? You know what I'm saying? Then you learn the truth, and you like, well, you got a decision to make. Are you going to continue to celebrate Thanksgiving when you knowing it's the celebration of the murder of Native American Indians, where you an Israelite, you find out that the Native Indians are your brothers and sisters? How disrespectful are you to your brothers and sisters? I tell you what, you won't get a Native Indian to celebrate Thanksgiving. You go to the plantation, not the plantation, but the reservation right now, which they won't let them off the reservations, by the way. They got to get like a card or something to come off them reservations. Why you don't see Indians walking around here? It's because they all stuck on the reservation, destroyed up there in a land that nobody wants, North and South Dakota, where you can't, you pull up a map, you can't even get a cell signal out there. That's where they push the Native Indians all the way up to North and South Dakota. Is nothing up there. You know what I'm saying? Land that don't nobody else want. And then they turn around and say, well, you know, it's a time when you thank God for your family and for bringing you another year, and that's bull jive, man. You know you celebrating the victory over the Native Indians, man, over the Apache, over the Cherokee, over the Seminole Indians, over the Choctaw and the Sioux. The Sioux Indians, man, y'all destroying them. The Blackfoot Indians, y'all destroying them. Lumbee Indians, you know what I'm saying? They made a treaty with the so-called white man, and he still destroyed them, man. That is, you know, is diabolical. This place has so many sins to answer for. And there it is right there. Pull it. I got that in my phone too. Pull it. Show the audience that. Show the people online that. That right there. And if you see, that's a grown man down at the bottom. If you scroll down to the bottom, N.W.O, that's a grown man. See how small he is in comparison to this mound that they standing next to. There's a man at the top too. Is it a man at the top? You understand? This is a mound of buffalo heads. Buffalo heads that the so-called white man killed for no reason at all. They weren't that hungry. They didn't have billions and billions of white people to feed. They killed these buffalo and they took a picture in victory like that. Like that's a picture to show that they victorious. You know what I'm saying? Killing animals they couldn't fight back. And I'm gonna go into a little history of that too, man. The so-called, you understand? What El Diablo, El Hombre Blanco es Diablo in la Biblia, man. You understand? He killed all the buffalo. And the story goes like this. They used to take 50 caliber rifles and shoot at buffalo herds. They would track buffalo herds and shoot these 50 caliber rifles. Well, if you pull up 50 caliber rifle on YouTube and you'll see how loud one is. All right. Well, the buffalo hadn't experienced 50 caliber rifles being hunted like this before. So when the so-called white man started shooting them at first, nothing happened. And the white man in his chronicles used to say how he used to find these herds of buffalo, and they consist of hundreds of buffalo. And they used to be able to pick off 20 or 30 of them before the herd was startled at the sound, because they never heard this sound before. And the sound was far away. You understand? Well, after a while, after years of hunting these buffaloes, you understand, when the crack, the sound of the 50 caliber rifle used to make the buffalo run away in a frenzy, hence created the stampede. So now whenever you see a country commercial and you see the cowboys running alongside of the cows and the cows are stampeding, remember, they wasn't hunting cows, they was hunting buffalo. Which goes to show you the Most High, man. The Most High and creating these animals is a miracle in itself, because you got the bovine family, which is buffalo, bison, cows, bulls, bovines. It's the bovine family, right? We not some niggas back here getting high. You understand? We read books. You understand? So now the bovine family consists of bisons, buffalo, bulls, cows, which is just a female version of a bull, and from that hunting of the buffalo, now cows stampede. So they have a way of communicating to one another that noise, but not only cows stampede. If a loud noise, a loud crack happens, horses will stampede too. You understand? If a loud crack happens, deer will run away. If a loud crack happens, all different animals that roam around on four will scurry, will try to find cover. Now you tell me, but animals don't talk. But the stampede was created by the so-called white man hunting buffalo. So anytime you see a stampede, just know that el hombre blanco es diablo en la Biblia. You understand? Anytime you see cows, buffaloes, now it's bison. There are no more buffaloes, but now bison. If you see them stampeding, you see them cows, you see them country western movies where the cows are running and stampeding, and they gotta, that's not how the herd. All the way in Africa, the way Simba died on Lion King, that's because of the so-called. Now that's overseas. Now this happened in America, but there's stampedes that happen all over the earth. So how, man? Look here, man. The Most High is amazing,
right?
And we gotta learn. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have to learn that the law of the Lord, the word that the Most High left for us, is more important than anything else. Right. And that's really what it boils down to. It boils down to you thinking that the Most High's word is more important than what your grandmama said. You know what I'm saying? The word of the Most High is more important than what your mama said. The word of the Most High is more important than what your pastor said. You understand? Right. Now, if your pastor ain't speaking the words that's coming from the Most High, then he's really not for you. If your mama is still going to the Christian church, then she's really not. She really hates you. So now, starting from the top again, 18:4.
Comes Book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins."
You don't want to be caught, you know what I'm saying, dealing with America and joining to America when there's destruction coming to America. Wow. Go ahead.
And that ye receive not of her plague.
None of her plagues. You understand? You want to have an extra protection against COVID, and now it's monkeypox now. Monkeypox. They said North Carolina is in a tridemic, meaning a pandemic consisting of 3 different diseases or viruses at one time. A tridemic, man. What the hell? What is that? Look here. You better run into the UPK, man. That's where your protection is, man. That's right. Come on, keep going.
Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Her sins, the America's sins, has reached all the way up to heaven, man. All the way up to the throne of the Most High. Go ahead.
And the Most High hath remembered her iniquity.
And the Most High has remembered her iniquities from the past. How she slaughtered the Native Indians. How she got the Buffalo Soldiers, which were Jamaicans, to come up and ride those horses and fight against their brothers. The Lord remember that, man. The Lord remember how America clipped up blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, put them on slave ships and carted them across the Atlantic Ocean. And during those 6 months, they defecated and threw up and got sick on top of one another. Women had their periods on top of one another. The Lord remember that, man. The Lord remember all the atrocities that happened to us in Jerusalem and made us flee from Jerusalem into Africa, man. The Lord remember it. The Lord ain't forgot it. You understand? We saying thinking when the Lord done forgot about black people. Hell no. Nah. Our time it ain't that. You know, a day to the Lord is 1,000 years to us. So really, we ain't even been in captivity a day yet. We've been in timeout for 20 minutes. You understand? But ooh-wee. Right. The Lord is itching to seeing Christ back. You understand? The truth coming out is bleeding through the walls, man. Kyrie, it's done reached the rich folk where rich folk only worry about being rich. Rich folk ain't worrying about the truth and bringing out the truth. But Nick Cannon done said the truth. Kyrie Irving done said the truth. You understand? Kanye West done said the truth.
And the lengths that they go to try to silence him.
Yeah.
You know
the lengths that they go, right. Kanye West was a billion. They done seized the man money like he didn't make it first. Like it was a loan.
Right.
That's how you can't trust in America, man. I don't know how people, trust in America. They say, well, I got this money invested. I got it in this bank right here. And, I'm creating this nest egg, blah, 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 blah. When not only do they take it away from Kanye West, they done took people's money away in banks during the crash of the stock market. They'll take your money in a minute, man. Keep going.
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Mm-hmm.
And double unto her double according to her works.
Man, the Lord is going to send Christ back, and America and these other nations that came against the Lord's people are going to receive double than what they dealt to us. Double upon double. You understand? And Christ said he ain't gonna have another drink of wine until his people are free. Look here. While America is destroyed, we're gonna be drinking wine with Christ. Good night. In the chariots that people thought was unidentified flying objects, we're gonna be up there with Christ, drinking while America is destroyed, man. That's what I'm looking forward to. You understand? Keep going.
In the cup which she had filled to her double.
Yeah, the cup that she made blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians drink in the form of slavery, in the form of systematic oppression, in the form of economic oppression, in the form of redlining and gentrification, in the form of education deprivation, in the form of financial oppression and loans not going through because you black. Man, she gonna get double. She gonna get double, man. She gonna get double what she dealt out. And the cup she made us drink, she gonna drink from it. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously.
Man, look here. America has lived so deliciously off the backs of Hispanics, black people, Native Indians. Like America has, these treasure cities.
Right.
that make them all kind of money. Charlotte, man, Charlotte is full of money. We see it at camp every Saturday, man. Bugattis and I mean, you see the gold Bugatti, the one that's tritone to where the sun hit it right, it's gold. Then as it passes you, it's green. Then as it passes you, it's purple. Like tritone Bugattis in North Carolina. This ain't New York. This ain't California. This ain't Texas. This ain't Atlanta, Florida. It's North Carolina, man. I seen a Phantom at camp last week. A Phantom drove by N.W.O, and I said, "Oh, that's what a Phantom looks like." It's like a big car. It's huge. It's like an SUV that's in the shape of a car. Like a Phantom is taller than me, but it's a car. N.W.O, this place is full of money, man. Right. This place is, and it was one kind of Bentley that rolled by that Officer Howard knew what it was. I didn't know what the hell it was. He was like, it's a spot back, it's a back bent, whatever Bentley it was. Is a Maybach a Bentley? A Maybach is a Bentley. It wasn't a Maybach. It was a spot. It was a bent dot matrix. I don't know what the hell it was, man. It was a Bentley that he knew what it was. But these cars and these $100,000 cars is right here in North Carolina. And I'm thinking to myself, well, this is the country, you know what I'm saying? But Charlotte, North Carolina is a major city, man. They got a football team that's generating billions of dollars, basketball team generating billions of dollars. You understand? Should people come to Charlotte from all over the world? Go ahead.
Slide this real fast. And I remember my first time seeing like $1 million homes. Right. I'm on a garbage truck route. Like I ain't know I seen them on TV, right?
Right.
In person, it's like, damn, this is really out here in North Carolina.
Guilford
County.
Right.
Look at this big ass house. What the hell?
Right. And the yard so big make the house look small. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy, man. You understand? And imagine all the money that's been generated off of the backs of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Because all this money generated is from our innovations. Like just George Washington Carver in itself, all the things he invented with the peanut oil, gasoline, napalm. That napalm was responsible for all the bombings over there in Vietnam. They come napalm to set and blow, set everything on fire. That was invented by George Washington Carver, napalm. Yeah. And all kind of skin developments, man. And oh man, come on, man. Black people, they said the smartest thing that the so-called Caucasian invented was the patent. Right. So he take your idea and patent it for himself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's been happening, man. Right. And the Lord is not pleased for that happening. You know what I'm saying? Go to Romans 9 and 13. We're going to close it out with this, man. Again, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to give you one last chance to ask any questions you may want to ask about any topic so you can get your answer, man. You understand? Online as well. The water for everybody joining in online. You know what I'm saying? Sister Sakurai, we see you, right? Sakurai in there. There she go. Hey, shalom, y'all. Shalom. Thought about shimmy, y'all shot, sis. You know what I'm saying? Also, everybody's invited to the Feast of Hanukkah. It's going to be sundown Saturday here at the school. Hopefully, everybody in the area is free. You know what I'm saying? All the sisters will be here. They'll be here cooking it up. You know what I'm saying? You have home cooked meal. from these wonderful sisters in this Charlotte area. You understand? Sister Sakura, Sister Katrina, Sister Karina, like everybody from all the schools in North Carolina will be descending upon the Charlotte school this weekend for the Feast of Dedication. And I'm inviting everybody in the Charlotte area that's listening to this class to be here as well, man. All the brothers from Raleigh, from Goldsboro and Fayetteville, the other schools in North Carolina will be here in the building come sundown on Saturday. You understand? We're going to have a massive camp this Saturday. We're going to have a massive camp this Saturday. Downtown Charlotte. It's going to be at 333 East Trade Street, which is not the normal camp spot, but down the street, in front of the bus terminal, our old camp spot. We're going to be right there. 333 East Trade Street. That's right in front of the basketball coliseum, the Spectrum Center, right? Right in front of the Spectrum Center. You know what I'm saying? We're going to blaze out there. It's a war zone out there. You understand? I like that spot too. That's the first spot, man. That was our first boot kids, right? I wasn't there either. I don't think I was. Salakia, I might have been. Anyway, it was our first camp spot in front of the Spectrum Center, the basketball coliseum. And we're going to be there Saturday as well from 1 to, I guess, till whenever we shut it down. And then after we shut it down, we're going to come back here for the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah. It's going to be this all happening this Saturday, the 17th, the 16th? 17th. The 17th of December. That's going to be going down. So please come out and join us. It's free food. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be out here, you know what I'm saying, partying, doing it up like Israelites do. So with that being said, we're gonna read this last scripture and close it out.
Comes the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have our love.
As it is written, who?
Jacob have our love.
Remember, Jacob was the forefather of those 12 tribes of Israel. And God is saying, Jacob have I loved. Go ahead.
But Esau have I hated.
Esau, he what?
Have I hated.
The white man, he what?
Have I hated.
Edom, he what?
Have I hated.
Hey, man, look here. I understand. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, a lot of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians want to assimilate themselves to the so-called white man. But the Bible says, God says that the so-called white man, he hated. Esau, you understand, is the progenitor of the white race. Esau means wasted away. Edom, Esau and his lineage became Edom, the nation of Edom. Edom, Adawam, in the Hebrew means red. It's the red man on the planet. That's who Esau is. And Jacob did the Lord love, but Esau he hated. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 14. What shall we say then?
What shall we say then? If the Lord say he loved Jacob and hate Esau, what you gonna say? You gonna turn around and say the Lord loves everybody again? You gonna turn around and tell that lie? When I'm reading right here that Jacob he loved and Esau he hated, you gonna turn around and lie and say the Lord loves everybody? You a damn fool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna turn around and say where the Lord is love? You foolish. Keep going.
Is there unrighteousness with the Most High?
Hey, you trying to say the Lord? I dare you to say the Lord is unrighteous for hating who he want to hate and loving who he want to love.
Right.
Thought you said the Lord can do whatever he want to do. The Lord can do. The Lord is the ruling in the Christian church. But when it get to the real, the Lord said, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated, man. What you gonna say after you find that out? You gonna still say the Lord loves everybody? Is there unrighteousness with God because he said he loved somebody and hated somebody else? Well, the Lord can't do that, huh? Lord can't do what he want to do. You sorely mistaken. Keep going.
The Most High forbid.
The Most High said he forbid you think it's unrighteousness with him because he hates somebody and loves somebody else. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 15. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
The Lord said, man, I pick and choose who I have mercy on. Just be thankful that it's you, nigga. You understand? Like we want to dictate who the Lord loves and who the Lord don't love. Just thank God the Lord love you. If you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, I'd stop having the conversation if I was you. If I was one of these Christians out here saying the Lord loves everybody, I'll stop having the conversation because luckily the Lord loves you and he ain't taking his love away from you because he could not give a pastor the chance to come into the truth. The Lord could have wrote in these scriptures, all pastors do not have a chance to come into the truth. All pastors do not have a chance to be forgiven. But he didn't. He allowed these disgusting bastards to come into the truth anyway. And get rid of the filth that you've been pushing forever and a day. That's a merciful God right there.
Wow.
Keep going.
For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. So then it is not of him that willeth.
It's not up to me that may will that the Lord loves everybody. Go ahead.
Nor of him that runneth.
Or of me that have a little power that run some things. It's not of me to say, that the Lord loves everybody or who the Lord loves. Go ahead.
But of the Most High that showeth mercy.
But of the Most High who showeth mercy, who he want to show mercy to. You understand? Just be thankful that you were born a nigga.
Right.
Be thankful that you were born a spick, a wetback, a coon that's eventually, gonna get redemption and revenge for what's happened to you through the hands of the Most High Christ. You understand? Just thank God that you ain't on the other side of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? And you a Caucasian living life up here in America because your race is finna be destroyed. You finna be conquered and you finna be ruled over. You understand? Just thank God that you not, Amber. You're not Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? Your name is not, Skylar. And your daddy is a Spaniard and your mother is an Italian. You know what I'm saying? Just thank God your ancestors didn't have slaves. Thank God that you were born God's chosen people, and your ancestors suffered at the hand of another nation and were put into slavery. And when Christ comes back with those 200 million angels, he's going to get revenge for what your family went through and the death and the destruction that your family had to suffer under the hands of this oppressor. And with that, turn the class over to Priest and Officer K out of War to read these announcements, all right?
So Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in the Hebrew. Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation.
Upcoming holy convocation is the Feast of Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication, which is going to be Saturday at 7 p.m. at sundown, Saturday, the 17th of December. You can find this. You can find this in the Apocrypha in First Maccabees chapter 4, verse 51 through 62, and also too we have the 54th annual Lord's Passover going down in Raleigh, North Carolina, April 1st, 2023. Those festivities start around about, I think, about Thursday with the Black Party, and then General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class going on Friday, then the Passover going down Saturday. Man, look, every Black, Hispanic, Native Indian is required to present themselves in their houses at the Passover. That is a law. You understand? It's a law that you present yourself with your families at the Passover before the Most High. So, again, the Lord's 54th annual Passover going down in Raleigh, North Carolina this year. North Carolina gets a chance to host the Passover. It's going down April 1st at sundown in Raleigh at the Raleigh Convention Center. I think it's 500. Pull up Raleigh Convention Center and Google Raleigh Convention Center. It'll take you right there. It's all Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians are invited. So go ahead.
If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, Amadium, which means everybody stand in the Hebrew. Waponya Hakodam, which means everybody turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanau. Shabbat Shemayah. Kodash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakufka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawah. Hayah. Bashamayah. Nathalanau. Lakam. Kah. Yuwan. Basalatlanau. Kabawafnau. Kasalatnau. Kabawafyanau. Wala'ah. Tabi'anau. Banasayawan. Abal. Obashano, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalaka, Wahala, Watapara, La'abalumya, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
It's a prayer for the power.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahushua. Baba Kushah. The thunder now. Hakak. Hakak. La Rapa'ah. Kal Makalah. Wakal Madawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazariah. Hakak. La Aquayom. Hamathim. Hakak. Al. Rakawa. Hatama Allah. La Garashan. Ba'ashim Yahushua. The water Amon.
In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, the power, Salakia, all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it.
Prayer for the blessing. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Miyaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Bataz Ab Ya'ah. Alawak Yahana. Ha Alawapian, Ha Sorunyan, Ha Quartazayoyan, Ha Koyoyoyan, Waha Kwapi, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, the water Amon.
In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, Commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. This is a prayer for the curses. Bless you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction, and death to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction, and death to the heathen, and shake loose the pockets of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school, force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction, and death to the Edomites, and the nations, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the terrorists, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and destroy, cause the terrorists to come against America and destroy them in their strongholds. Let America shake at the hands of the terrorists. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and kill all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it.
Saul, which means to turn. Sister Yeshua, which means be seated. Men of Israel saw, which means to turn. Men of Israel give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Mani Shabbat, Amadi, Rock, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Men of Israel saw, which means turn. Sisters Amadi, which means stand. Men of Israel give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Mani Shabbat, Amadi, Rock, Yahweh Shemal, Thabah Shem Yahweh Shah. Yah Yamatah, class is mixed.
We got the sheet for her, so she